They have a movie coming out this weekend called Priceless, based on the novel Priceless.
Based off of the song Priceless. Priceless, it's a film, we've been working on it for about 2 years. One of the things that we've always felt impressed to share about is charging us as men to be chivalrous in how we love and celebrating women's worth. And honestly, even down to this week, feels like a very, very timely message when you look at a lot of headlines. But we went to our brother Ben about 2 years ago and we said we feel like there's a story in a film that needs to be told. I don't think we knew what we were asking at the time, but from literally inception to one of the actors in it, Luke's one of the producers, to shooting the film, and now to seeing it nationally release in theaters around America on Friday. We've been a part of every piece of the journey, and it's pretty remarkable, man, to see how it all came together. Some incredible actors, David Koechner from Anchorman, Jim Perrick from Suicide Squad, Bianca Santos from The Fosters, and we had a producer from the Spartan film 300. They all signed on and said, look, we get the message, we get the heart, count us in, we're going to go for it with you.
You know, it's funny, I actually just got an email from a lady today, and she said, hey, you'll never see my face, but the Priceless movement and the movie that you have created, I am one of those people that the movie and the movement was created, and I have been on the other side, I've been on the abused side. And she came up to and she said this in her letter. She said, thank you for being people that are willing to say, not on my watch. And I'd never heard it articulated like that. But this whole Priceless movement, the movie, I think it's our best stab at saying, you know what, we can do better than this. Why are we allowing some of these things to take place that you and I don't agree with? Why don't we do something about it? So just this lady, I got to send her an email to reply. And she then sent another reply back to me just saying, thank you for doing something, thank you for standing up. And I applauded her for even just sending out an email, just acknowledging what she's been through, what she's come out of, and what God continues to do in her life to kind of heal her and help her recover and heal. So it's been kind of amazing to see just how much impact it's had. And the movie hasn't even released yet, it's really come out this weekend. It's easy. It's not an issue.
I've had a few moments, to be very candid. It all kind of has become a perfect storm, because when we signed up to do the Dove Awards, we actually didn't know about the release of the film happening on this particular Friday. And but I have to say, minus some sleepless nights, and the sacrifice, obviously, of being away from family, it has been really special just to kind of a bit of a crescendo in a lovely way to see it all come together. And I mean, we're stepping into this tonight as new faces. We've not hosted anything before, and we're very excited about that. And we're stepping into the film world as new faces. So lots of new, fresh things going on. But I said to someone a few weeks ago, as we were just like getting into it, I'm just ready. I'm ready to take this picture to the world. I'm ready for tonight, and I feel that sort of welling up of enthusiasm.
There has been a couple of moments that, you know, when you get the stress moments where you're like, I'm really stressed out and I don't even know what to do next. You have those moments where you're like, I don't even know what to tackle, but we're thrilled, we're excited.
Great team around us. Yeah.
I think that they're challenged by it. That's what I hope that they are. I hope that some of the things that what the Priceless movement talks about and then this film talks about, I hope that men squirm a little bit. I think that we a lot of times put all of the weight and the pressure on women. And I think let's be real, human trafficking, if it wasn't for men and the way that we objectify women, that issue wouldn't exist. That industry would be no more. And so the issue really does come down to us as men. As far as what they're saying directly back to us, I think the guys that agree with us are standing up there applauding, and I think the ones that are challenged by it remain on the sidelines at times.
The other thing too is, as most often, you're writing songs for people, but you're also writing songs for yourself. You're sharing messages for people, you're sharing messages for yourself. And I very fair to say that this is a charge to Luke and me, you know? We're guys, we're in a modern context, struggle with the same things that every other guy struggles with. In fact, I would argue that because we've endeavored to be mouthpieces for this issue, we were being a bit attacked at points by it, even if it's more on a spiritual side of things. So there's definitely that perspective of us going, you know what, we're just leaning in and doing the best we can, even with our families, with my wife, with Luke's wife and his 3-year-old and 1-year-old. And then hopefully through this conversation, hopefully through these works of art that have this sort of uncanny way of bypassing the head and going straight to the heart, that men will look at it and go, because I do believe there's two sides to the coin with men. There's the hunter, there's the aggressor, there's the pursuer, and then there's what I believe is the more mature, settled, truer version of a man, and that is the protector, that is the committed, that is the noble, that is the bold. And that's the side that I think every man wants to be that. And so I hope through the film and through the song and through what we've said, we're encouraging ourselves and men to really, in a society that's amplifying sensuality and the physicality of relationships so much that we can counterbalance and say, no, hang on, let's be the truer, nobler, more reasonable version of ourselves. Monumental.
I think, I mean, even just being here at the Doves, we just realized that we were here as little boys 20 years ago when she was up for New Artist of the Year. So, you know, that shows some of the depth of how long her career has gone. You know, she talked a lot about relationships, even in her career. We had more on the abstinence side of things, and we, I think, have felt a charge by that. I mean, we were raised in a family with parents who loved each other, and they modeled that for us. And I think our hope is in our relationships that their ceiling becomes our floor. Kind of similar to even in Rebecca's career. Her ceiling becomes our floor, and what she's taught us by us being able to see how she handled things behind closed door, how she handled people and her career.
It's a beautiful moment. I won't give away the film for you, but it's a beautiful moment right at the end of the film, towards the last few seconds, where she actually has a very brief cameo, and that was a real special moment for us as well as brothers to have her represent what she represented in